Hello everybody, welcome to another week and another amazing opportunity for us to have a conversation together about different things in life. Welcome to Misunderstood. This is a platform that was created with the sole intention of giving understanding to seasons, happenings, the ongoings of life really, in spaces that are relevant to you. My name is Nyawira and I created this platform so we can have a conversation together. Not necessarily me just chiming out information, but us having a conversation and a dialogue together. So over the next few weeks, we'll be having conversations that sound like they're sequels or part twos of some episodes that we did even a while back. And so I think that you guys really like the conversation on forgiveness because the feedback has been tremendous. Thank you so much for being so vulnerable all the time. Like, you guys don't hesitate and I really appreciate it. This week we're going to be having a conversation about confidence. A gentleman, can you imagine? I was so happy when I found out that he reached out to me and he shared that, he's in the journey of building his confidence. And really, he just wants to find out how he can do it. And I was so honored because I wondered, oh my goodness, I wish you knew that this is an area I struggle with. So I said, that's an opportunity for us to have a conversation. So today's episode is about confidence. What is it? How do I build it? And how do I sustain it? I've learned in life that confidence is not a nice thing to have, but it's a must thing to have. Confidence is like the bridge between your dream and your action. So for the dream to come alive and become what it needs to be, you must be confident in it. And many guys have used confidence in different ways. Guys have thought confidence is being proud or arrogant. We'll talk about that later, and I think it's not. People have thought confidence is being able to be loud in a room and sharing your thoughts so loudly, but really that's not what confidence is. I believe that confidence is not being loud in a room, but confidence is allowing yourself to be so aware of who you are that even when you don't speak, it's okay for it to be heard, for it not to be heard. So there are many reasons why guys are not confident, and I think you know why you're not confident. For example, if you're watching this video, you know why you struggle with confidence. Maybe something was said to you when you were younger. Maybe somebody has dismissed you in an opportunity that was very vulnerable for you. Maybe you have been talked down upon by people. Growing up, I grew up in a family that really helped me because I was never denied the opportunity to speak and the opportunity to speak up. And so I really appreciate my mom and dad because they really did. They really pushed confidence up our throats. This is for my brother, my sisters. I know that this is something that they've always done so well, up to date. My opinion never felt devalued in that space. And so I'm always grateful and forever indebted to my dad and in heaven, my mom. So what is confidence? Confidence is it's a sense of self-belief, and it's a sense of belief in what you have, who you are, or what you're doing. So there are people who are confident in their calling in life. They believe that God has already told them what they're meant to do and they're doing it. There are people who are confident in the area that they think they are working in. So let's say in the workplace, this person is such a confident worker. The element of doubt is less in this person. And so I don't want to ask you, I want you to tell me actually, what is your struggle in the area of confidence, and feel free to share it in the comment section. But today I want us to do something a bit more practical. And so if you're writing down, this would be a good place to stop and get a journal or get a notebook or get something. Let's have this conversation. I want us to figure out, there are 3 steps that I outlined into figuring out how to become more confident. Number 1 is identify your perceived obstacle. Keyword there is perceived. The second thing is for you to imagine your life without this obstacle. Number 3 is for you to confront this obstacle. Earlier on, I said there are reasons why you feel your confidence levels are very low. And I feel like it's such a personal thing because I can't generalize why you feel the way you do. I can't say it's because you look this way. I know people who have confidence issues because maybe all their life they were told they were too fat or they were too skinny. I know guys who feel like you are too light, you are too dark. And so it always gives you a sense of lower self-esteem. But why that's dangerous is because you alone, it's a very personal reflection. You know what I mean? And so this is that thing that has come to your mind when you're thinking about why you're less confident is the obstacle. And so I want you to ask yourself this question, and I want you to fill in this sentence. My life would be perfect if. And as I was doing this video, I was preparing for this video, telling myself my life would be more perfect if I silenced the voices in my head. I grew up in a home where I was allowed to be confident, but my home wasn't my life. And I was in spaces where the confidence that I was given so well at home was not always welcomed. And so in many spaces, you'd hear snood comments like, let that girl speak, she just always wants to talk. Or you always have something to say, just say it. And sometimes it always looked like an opportunity for me, like, yay, I'll go speak. But it sometimes would hurt me because I would think to myself, I shouldn't have spoken. So I want you to fill out that sentence, because that obstacle will be a great identifier to what we need to confront. The next thing you must do is imagine your life without this obstacle. I will tell you that the times I have held myself back from doing certain things because in my head I can hear certain voices that have told me certain things, or people who have said loose comments that have really hurt my feelings. If you know Nyawira, words are like the sword that can kill me, because I hold words so dearly. Like if you say something to me, yeah, it really breaks me. So sticks and stones can break my bones, but words, they really hurt me. They really do for me. So yeah, I want you to imagine what your life would be without this obstacle in mind. And this is not to say that you're picturing a strange thing. Some psychologists I really like consuming, I'll share her video, her link in the comments, in the description. She said that the mind has a strange way of remembering your imagination to the level it can dismiss your actual reality. That's why some guys have believed in their head that this is who they are, 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 and it doesn't matter what their reality is, this is who they believe they are. I believe that thing so much because sometimes I know I have seen in many people, some people that I can use as examples in my mind, is that I know that they have believed who they are fully, that their reality looks like it doesn't match up with their imagination. But in due time, I feel like they come into a place of alignment. So you need to picture your life without this obstacle. And once you're able to do that confidently, the next thing for you to do is address the obstacle. Here you are, you have seen what this obstacle is. You have imagined your life without it. Now you must confront it so that your reality can align with this imagination. And this will be the question that you'll ask yourself is, how will I address this obstacle? Sometimes the addressing the obstacle will be speaking up when somebody offends you. And somebody says something like, you're not able to sing. Or somebody tells you your body is just highly displeasing, for example. And I'm sharing these as examples because I know that I cannot speak for everybody, but I know that these are some of the things that really hurt people. Is that somebody told you, I can't date you, you look this way, what the heck? You're not my type. Like you look really, and they made you question your beauty, or a lady just made you feel like you're not man enough, you know? And why that's an important thing to say is that you need to go back and unearth those difficult things those words that have planted themselves in the soil of your mind so that they don't get any confidence in staying there. I think confidence is not a thing you wear. It's a trait you must have, and it's not something you wear like I've showered, I've oiled my skin, I've worn my deo, then I wear confidence. No. It's so internal that if you don't fix the things that eat you up on the inside, your confidence is compromised. So please. This is one of the videos that I think you need to be a bit more introspective and a bit more reflective about. Now, earlier on, I said I have a struggle with confidence and arrogance because some people think that when I'm confident, I'm arrogant. But here are some traits that I realized are good tells to know if you're confident or you're arrogant. The first one is that confident people can like to be around powerful people, for example. They like to be around people who are decision makers, they are powerful in nature, and the reason for them doing this is because they want to learn more, or they feel like they are not intimidated in that space. An arrogant person, on the other hand, hangs out with powerful people because he or she perceives themselves as powerful. So you must see them with who they think they are. So is that a good metric for you to figure out that that's a good check, yeah? And I know there's some people coming into your mind. Fix your mind, fix your mind. The next thing is that confident people admit that they don't always know. You don't always know. And I just want to say this is that being confident doesn't mean you always have the answer. I feel like I can't say confident quickly. So being confident doesn't mean you always have the answer. When you're confident, you admit that you don't know, because confidence, just as I said earlier, is a growing habit. So the more you learn, the more confident you become in certain areas. But people who are not confident feel like people who are arrogant feel like if they say they don't know, their credibility is in question. So check that as a trait also for yourself. The other thing is that confident people have no challenge in approaching strangers and just hearing their mind out and appreciating their thought, because they feel like I have something to share and you have something to share, so I'm not easily intimidated. Arrogant people, on the other hand, have a trait whereby they feel like they must always be safe and around only their networks, because their networks, quote unquote, understand and tambua them. So they don't like and they feel like in another space they'll be easily intimidated. So they go where they're only affirmed. Another thing is that a confident person can let loose at any time. I feel like confident people are so aware of who they are, they're not uptight. Yeah, but an arrogant person, on the other hand, must always keep up with their appearance, because they feel like if they let loose for a minute, somebody will think that they're a phony. So this checklist it sounds like it's a very black or white, but there are many guys who I know, for example, think that they're confident, but really they're arrogant. Yeah, and I think that's something to check, because arrogance is a very repulsive trait in relating with people. So yeah, here it is. Here is me just telling you, figure out whether you're confident or whether you're arrogant. But in the same measure, ask yourself these 3 questions. How would my life be? My life would be perfect if I eliminated, and then fill in that thing. The next thing you must ask yourself is, you must imagine how your life would be without this obstacle. Say, for example, everybody calls you big. Imagine your life as a skinny person, if that's what you're working at. Imagine if everybody calls you illiterate, for example. Imagine yourself pursuing school and pursuing knowledge and getting information. Imagine yourself being insulted by people and being made fun of because you can't sing well. Imagine yourself being dismissed because you stammer when you speak. Imagine yourself not having those flaws. And then when you can remove this obstacle from your imagination, now address the obstacle, because if you can imagine, it means that in your head you're bigger than the obstacle. And I just want to say that confidence has a lot to do with you understanding who you are. I feel like in the journey of self-actualization, I feel like confidence is such a big thing, because from one step to another step, you must really, really be confident in that step so that you don't go backwards. So am I confident? I have my moments, but I also have my moments of struggle, because I know that there's some things that show up on me. And maybe this is a good time to say that the next episode will be about voices in our heads and how to eliminate them. So yeah, thank you so much for having this conversation with me. And please leave a comment in the comment section. Please, 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 please. I really appreciate that feedback. It really gives me such a sense of affirmation. And I don't live by it, but I really appreciate it. So please leave a comment in the comment section. It could even just be a simple hi Nyawira, and I'll be happy to respond. But like this video, share this video, subscribe to this platform, share it wide, and tell the world that you know something new. Until next time, I want you to just pursue confidence. You are not your challenges, you are bigger than them, and I know that you can come out of them if you put your mind to it. So until next time, I love you all so, so deeply. See you all in the next video. Bye.